This is the Knott County Sportsplex. It's on 27 acres of land donated by a coal company. On property that is a mountaintop removal site. That has been paid for by coal severance money. And we have 650 acres that we're going to develop and turn into business opportunities for the people in East Kentucky to improve their livelihood. When they do that in Lexington, Kentucky, it's called development, but they tell us when we do it, it's devastation. I'm tired of it, are you? I'm ready to tell them I'm tired of it. You live the way you want to, we're going to do it the way we want to. Are you with me?
My pocket's full of change, enough to buy some bait and some gasoline. I head down the road to where the road gets smaller. Next thing I know, I'm way back in the holler. My line's in the water where the water runs deep. I can't help but believe
the difference. Who's coal? Who's mountains? Who's children? Now,
but we can no longer sit back and play defense. We got to play offense, and we're here with you and stand with you and be with you till the end.
I work for ICG. I'm a third-generation coal miner and proud of it. This is my daddy. Haven told you a little bit about Breathitt County, okay? Mother's Day flood. Anybody here affected by the Mother's Day flood? Devastating. South Fork, 10, 12 inches of rain. People's houses washed off their foundation. Go down there and ask them people who were the first people on the scene, and they'll tell you coal mining our future.
And what can I say? Right there it is. What can I say? We're for the mountaintop removal. We're for the deep mines. We're for whatever it takes to get the coal out. We have our Western Kentucky friends in the coal fields. They're all the time with us. And as of right now, we've been able to stall all the legislation that's tried to do away with our mountaintop removal and our mining in Kentucky.
This is personal to me. This is personal to Eastern Kentucky. You need to run those signs up. You need to be speaking loud. And the people in other places of this United States needs to hear the voices of Eastern Kentucky.
You know, while we all love our mountains, we need to make it perfectly clear. We don't have any friends that intend to impoverish our people. You know, as a county judge from a coal-producing county, as the grandson of an underground coal miner, and as the family doctor of many miners and their families, I simply refuse to apologize for our way of life.
Most of all, I want to thank all you coal miners. I'm a coal miner. I raised my kids on the strip job, working on a strip job. I'm one of you. I thank you all. I thank you for what you do.
I know we've got family and relatives that live in central and in the western part of the state. We need to call them. Also, out of the state, you need to call your relatives and your families and have them call their United States senators to kill this Cap and Trade Act. $486 billion in the first 10 years just to admit the emissions out of the plants is what it's going to cost. Not counting the jobs, the higher electric rates, our food prices, and fuel.
Who's for coal here today? Come on. He's the toughest guy in the House of Representatives. He's taken more bullets. He's taken more hits. He's had more bad ink from the Courier-Journal and the Lexington Herald than everybody here on this stage combined. His name is Jim Gooch from Webster County, Kentucky. Stand up here, Jim. This guy's so tough, he's bulletproof. I'm not kidding you. Every time they say something bad about coal, they mention Jim Gooch's name. This guy's tough. He's a friend of coal. He comes from Western Kentucky coal country. Now, Haven, I'm not going to stand up here very long. and I'm not a coal miner, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm smart enough to know when a state is supplied its energy 95% of coal for our electricity. I'm smart enough to know when I'm sitting over there in my house in Morgan County and I flip that switch, I know where that power comes from. It comes from right here. Now, Haven, you know, sometimes in Morgan County, when we get just a little bit upset about things, we ain't exactly politically correct about everything. Now, Haven wants you to shake those signs. Let's shake those signs just a little bit. Well, I'm going to tell you something about our friends at the Lexington Herald and the Kentuckians for the Commonwealth and some of our other friends in other parts of the state. Now, they think the only place the sun don't shine is in a deep mine. But I will tell you, Haven, I tell you what we ought to do with these signs. We ought to roll these signs up, and we ought to take them to Central Kentucky and stick them somewhere else where the sun don't shine. Let's go.